Hello, this is Polymerman. We are at Providence, Rhode Island, Green State Airport, KPVD. We're going to be flying with a helicopter to Martha's Vineyard using using VOX-ATC, which is voice ATC. This was suggested to me by VA driver from down under, and initially I was not too thrilled with it, but they offer VFR flights too besides IFR, and helicopters. You can use helicopters in it, so that's something that Pro ATC X doesn't do. Pro ATC X is mostly for commercial flights. So anyhow, let's give this a whirl, give this a try and see what happens.
This is Green State. Information Zulu. 175 for Zulu. Cloud. View at 3,000. View at 4,100. Broken at 5,100. Visibility 6-2.
Providence clearance. Helicopter over your head 422. Radio check 126.65.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Readability 5.
Roger, readability 5 also. Helicopter over your head 422.
Last aircraft, say again.
Helicopter over your head 422. Providence clearance. Helicopter over your head 422. Request southeast departure. VFR for Martha's Vineyard at 3,000.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Squawk 3017.
Squawk 3017.
Last aircraft, say again.
Helicopter over your head 422. Squawk 3017.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Read back correct.
Providence ground. Helicopter over your head 422 at Park 13 with information Zulu. Request taxi VFR Martha's Vineyard.
Over your head 422. Air taxi to runway 23 via Alpha.
Air taxi runway 23 via Alpha. Helicopter over your head 422. Helicopter over your head 422. Request temporary change to Bridgeport Radio 122.6.
Helicopter over your head 422. Contact Providence Tower 120.7.
120.7. Helicopter over your head 422. Helicopter over your head 422. Request temporary change to Bridgeport Radio 122.6.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Report back on frequency. Orbit 98246. Clear to land.
Roger. Helicopter over your head 422. Bridgeport Radio. Helicopter over your head 422. 122.6. Green State.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Bridge Port Radio. Go ahead.
Helicopter over your head 422. Request you open my flight plan to Martha's Vineyard at 1709 Zulu.
Helicopter over your head for 22. will open your flight plan to Martha's Vineyard at 1709er Zulu.
Roger, helicopter over your head 422. Providence Tower, helicopter over your head 422, back on frequency.
Helicopter over your head for 22, wind 280 and 13, cleared to take off runway 23.
Cleared to take off runway 23, helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head for 22, contact Providence, departure 123.67.
123.67, helicopter over your head 422. Providence departure, helicopter overhead 422, with you at 1,400.
Helicopter over your head 422. Providence departure. Roger. World travel name A678. Turn right heading 180.
Turn right heading 180. World travel 9678.
World travel name A678. Maintain 4000 until established on localizer. Cleared for LS runway 23 approach. Contact Providence Tower 120.7.
Maintain 4000 until established on localizer. Cleared for ILS runway 3 approach 120.7. World travel 9678.
Helicopter over your head 422. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Squawk 1200.
Squawk 1200. Helicopter over your head 422. Boston Center. Helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head 422. Boston Center. Go ahead.
Helicopter over your head 422, 13 miles southeast Green State at 3000 en route to Martha's Vineyard. Request traffic advisories.
Over your head 422. Squawk 3023. And ident.
Squawk 3023. Helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head 422. Radar contact. Altimeter 2960. Helicopter over your head 422. Contact Cape Approach 124.7.
124.7. Helicopter over your head 422. Cape Approach. Helicopter over your head 422 with you at 3000.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Cape approach, roger. Helicopter over your head for 22. Report airfield in sight. Altimeter 2960.
Wilco. Helicopter over your head 422. Helicopter over your head 422. Airfield in sight.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Contact Vineyard Tower 121.4.
121.4. Helicopter over your head 422. Vineyard Tower. Helicopter over your head 422 with you at 3000.
Over your head 422. Enter right hand base runway 24.
Enter right hand base runway 24. Helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head 422. Clear to land runway 24. Wind 260 a day.
Cleared to land. Runway 24. Helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head 422. Turn left any intersection.
Wilco. Helicopter over your head 422.
Helicopter over your head 422. Contact Vineyard ground 121.8.
121.8, helicopter over your head 422. Vineyard ground, helicopter over your head 422, vacated runway.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Air taxi to Park 2 via Alpha.
Air taxi to Park 2 via Alpha, helicopter over your head 422. Helicopter over your head 422, request temporary change to Bridgeport radio 122.1.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Report back on frequency.
Roger, helicopter over your head 422. Bridgeport radio, helicopter over your head 422, Martha's Vineyard.
Helicopter over your head 422. Bridgeport radio. Go ahead.
Helicopter over your head 422, request you close my flight plan from Green State at 1834 Zulu.
Helicopter over your head 422. We'll close your flight plan from Green State at 1834 Zulu.
Roger, helicopter over your head 422. Vineyard ground, helicopter over your head 422, back on frequency.
Helicopter over your head for 22. Roger.